Hello everyone and welcome to Beelzebub's Buns channel. Today, I want to talk about inputting a life-saving mechanic in Halo, of course when it comes down to the player's virtual character. Have you ever been playing Halo and find yourself in a vehicle such as a ghost, and you either see a rocket coming at you, or you see, in this instance, an overshield on the ground that you want to pick up, but this happens. I know this might look ridiculous and you might be thinking that nobody can be this much of a doofus to exit the vehicle right next to a ledge. But in the heat of the moment, especially with destructible vehicles from Halo 2 and beyond, there come some intense moments when your intentions are to exit the vehicle and get behind cover. And if you stay in your vehicle, you are a bigger target, and eventually your vehicle will explode from it getting lit up with bullets. So your intentions can be you need to get out of the vehicle on the safe side, but for some reason your highly trained Spartan decides to exit out on the side that is facing a ledge. Maybe you have even high-centered your ghost, and the decision on which side your Spartan gets out might have been a bit ballsy. There were even dicier situations if you high-centered your warthog, and there was no way to switch positions in the seats, unlike in Halo 5 now. We actually have that luxury where you could change and get out of the danger zone. Now you might be thinking, why exactly are you on the ledge? How'd you get yourself in that situation? Well, it could come down to some awesome teammates that really help you out. In this situation in Halo 3, a teammate can park you next to a ledge, and even if you were to spin your turret around and try to get out, nope, you're gonna fall. And in Halo 2 Anniversary, if you decided to exit the vehicle next to the barrier, yikes, the Guardians came after you. Now this channel is supposed to come up with some great ideas and some awesome game mechanics that we could hopefully see implemented in Halo Infinite and the next Halo games to come. And in this case, I really think you could give the controls to the players themselves. You see, I was going up to get the rocket launcher ammo here and I exit off to the left side, so I got carried away by the gravity lifts. You could be really good at this game but still mess up like this every now and then. To mitigate these situations, I think giving the controls where the player can either press right or left on the right joystick as they also press the button to exit, whichever button that's going to be on their controllers, then this would be a beloved option. Keep in mind the various button layouts, and for me, exiting the vehicle is right bumper, but it could be X for other people. I think giving players the controls here is a type of mechanic that many legendary players will appreciate. For those that don't really know much about Halo or don't really play Halo enough, if they don't press right or left or back or forwards on the joystick, on the right joystick, then the game will just decide whichever side that it wants them to get out at. Or they would have to, 343 Industries will have to come up with some kind of mechanic where the game realizes that if they exit the vehicle, it's going to send them off a ledge. So the software has to be smart enough to know, okay, don't go off that ledge, but I really believe giving the controls to the players is going to be the best way to go about this. Now let me show you real quick a more dynamic situation on which this controller mechanic can really work in a smart way. You see the red guy messing around getting into the turret of the blue player's prowler? Well, the red guy tries to shoot at him, but the turret doesn't go down far enough. So the red player exits, but the game automatically forces the player to exit in front of the turret instead of behind the prowler to use as cover. Of course, this was just a quick little skirmish between these two players, but if the red player was able to press back on the joystick and then quickly press the button to exit, perhaps this fight could have been prolonged due to the split-second strategic decisions that the red player was able to make. But in this case, the game just forced him in front of the player's bullets. So I hope you understand this controller mechanic that I'm getting at. I know the examples I used in this video, they look kinda lame, but to get visual examples, I had to go into custom game and force these situations to happen, instead of going into matchmaking and hoping that these mistakes occurred. If you play Halo enough, this will eventually happen to you due to the intense and split-second decisions you have to make. We players often have good intentions. Unfortunately though, our Spartan characters just get out on the wrong side. But based off of what we talked about in this video, perhaps the next Halo games to come can be this much more intuitive. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.